Hi beautiful, welcome to my channel. In today's video we are finally going to be trying Jaclyn Hill's bronzer, blushes, and highlighters. So when she first launched on her website, the day off, I went ahead and ordered me a bronzer and blush duo because I first want to try the formula before I jump to like try more colors. And because her highlighters from her previous like quad were so highly rated, I went ahead and bought 3 colors of the highlighters because I think I'm going to like them and I'm really hoping that I do. So as you can see, I have my eyes done, my eyebrows done, my base done, and we are ready to put on the Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics products. I am super excited to be trying these. So if you guys like the video, don't forget before you leave to give it a thumbs up. Also, if you're new to my channel, my name is Patty and I would absolutely love it if you subscribed. With all of that said, let's go ahead and get started because I cannot wait to try these products. Okay guys, so here are the goods. As you can see, the boxes come branded, so it says Jaclyn on the inside, which I thought was a cute little touch, and everything came super nicely packed. Like everything had a lot of cushion so that things wouldn't break in the box, which is really nice. Worth noting that I got the shipping notification when I ordered everything, I think the day after, so it was really quick, and it did take quite a few days to arrive to my house, but I did not pay for the expedited shipping because I knew that I was going to be out of town anyways and I wasn't going to be able to make this video right away. So here are the 4 products that I bought. Like I said, I bought a bronzer and blush duo. It has these really nice boxes, and the ones I bought were the colors Oh Honey and Pink Me Up. I have to admit these are bigger than I expected. Like this is a really nice palette. Let me show you in comparison to something you might have at home. This is the Natasha Denona Tan Bronze and Glow palette, which has 4 shades. And they are pretty comparable in size. This is the Natasha Denona Cheek Duo from the Love collection. And as you can see, it is quite smaller than the Jaclyn palette. So a really nice size, and I really love this super sleek black packaging. It's like very Pat McGrath-esque with the J right here. So far, so good. Ooh, okay. These are the colors that I picked, which now I'm wondering if they're a little bit too light for me, but they look really nice. Everything looks very smooth in there. Let's go ahead and swatch them. Grabbing some product. Here we go. This is the Pink Me Up blush with the Oh Honey bronzer. And this is what they look like. I'm really afraid that that blush is going to be just a little bit too light or too pink for my liking, but again, we'll see. I feel like the bronzer will be okay. So let's go ahead and open some of these highlighters. Like I said, I bought 3 because I was just too excited. So I have the color Sparks. This is what the packaging of the highlighters looks like. Again, really nice and slick packaging. In this case, it is all, I think this is like either gold or rose gold. And this is what the inside of the highlighter looks like. It looks really pretty. Let me open them all before I swatch them. Here we have the color Iced, also looking very promising. I don't have enough cheeks to try all 3 highlighters, so I'll see what I can do. Ooh, and this is the color Mesmerize, which is like a really beautiful pinky rosy toned gold shade. It looks really nice. So here's all 3 of them side by side. Sparks is the lightest one, so we'll swatch this one first. Very intense and it feels really smooth. So let's see. That is what that looks like right there. I really love the texture of these. I feel like these are those types of highlighters that somehow don't like over enhance the texture on your cheeks, which I really appreciate. Let's do the second color. This is the color Iced. This is what it looks like right here. And let's put it right over here. Really beautiful as well. Lastly, the color Mesmerized. Also absolutely beautiful. And here we go. The color Mesmerize is definitely a little bit darker than the first 2, but I think I can still pull that one off. I'm really excited about the highlighters. I'm honestly glad that I got all 3 of those because I think I'm going to really enjoy them. First, I'm going to do the bronzer, and I'm going to use this brush right here. This is the Bobbi Brown Precise Blending Brush. I'm honestly grabbing this one because the bronzer might be a little bit too fair for me, so I want to be able to build it up, and this brush is amazing at building up bronzer. I like to use it for my Charlotte Tilbury bronzer too when I want it to look a little darker. And I'm just going to go a little bit more powdery than I thought. I'm just going to go into the bronzer here and start applying it. I lowered the light a little bit so you guys can see better. Putting it on the cheeks now and just like flicking it upwards. I also really like that with this brush I can go right above my eyebrow because I don't have a lot of space right there. I do really like the color of the bronzer, and I'm not having a hard time building it up at all. So I'm going to show you with a softer brush on the other side. This one here is what I use for bronzer most of the time. It is my REPHR number 24. So let me go in with that one. And I'm putting on the bronzer on this cheek with it. As you can see, the color is taken right away as well. I think I was able to build it up a little bit more on this side with the other brush. But again, that might just be that I got a color that is a bit too light. As far as texture and blendability, so far so good. I am going to build it up a little bit more though so that my cheeks match. Let me just do the sides of my nose as well. And let's move on to the jawline. Okay, here's what everything looks like with the bronzer on. I really like the tone of the bronzer. I wish I had gotten a color that was a little bit darker just so that it would go on a little faster because I had to like build it up a little bit. But as far as like how it blends and how it applies, so far so good. So let me go ahead and do this blush. I'm going to use my REPHR number 5 brush for my blush, which is my favorite one for blush. And I'm just going to grab a little bit, tap off the excess because I like my blushes to be very natural looking, and build it up on my cheek. Okay, I actually do like that. I thought it was going to be a little bit too pink for my liking, but I can live with this level of pink. I don't like my blushes to be too like in your face, so I think this is just the right amount of blush for me. Okay, bronzer and blush are both on now, and this is what we're looking like. I had to search the prices for reference because I was too excited when I bought them. I didn't even look. I just like hit buy. The bronzer and blush duo is $36 and the highlighters are $29. So I mean, for how like luxurious this packaging looks, I'm actually really surprised that the prices are like that. This gives me luxury vibes, and it's at a high-end price, not a luxury price, which is really nice. So let's see, I think I'm going to do Mesmerized on one side and Iced on the other side, and then maybe we'll do a little bit of Sparks over some areas because I feel like this is the lightest shade. I'm using my Sephora number 98 brush, and this is the color Mesmerized. I'm going to do this one on this side of my face right here. That is beautiful. Really nice and pigmented right away, which is amazing. Now let's do the color Iced on this side. Same brush, I wipe. Ooh, that is so pretty. I was saying same brush, I just wiped it off on a paper towel. Oh my god, that is like a lot more than I was expecting, honestly. That looks truly icy. Like, this is what I expected that Anastasia highlighter to look like, right? Really nice. A little bit too much, honestly. Like, I was not expecting this much glow. You guys, check that out. That is amazing. I really hate that I have that mole there because like that's the highlight area. I don't want to highlight my mole, but it is what it is. I guess let's do like the nose with the color Sparks. Again, I wiped off the brush and I'm putting it right in the center there. Let's do the chin. Ooh, I actually really love this one. I left it for last because I didn't think I was going to like it this much. I thought it was a bit too yellow for me, but now that I see it on, I actually really love it. I might actually like it even more than Sparks because this one's just too intense for me. I feel like I'm not used to that much highlighter anymore. So let me do a little more right here. Yeah, I really love the way that this one looks. You can see it, the nose, the chin. I know I'm a little bit extra highlighted, but I wanted to be able to show you guys. And then I also really like Mesmerized. Alright, so let's go over them again. I have Mesmerize right here. On the forehead, I have Sparks as well as on my chin. And this right here is the color Iced. And then the bronzer and blush are the duo in the color Pink Me Up and Oh Honey, which actually worked for me. I wish I would have gone for a little bit of a darker shade, but this one still worked for me. So if your skin is a little bit lighter than mine, you'll actually really love this bronzer and blush. Once she restocks, or I guess I have to check on Ulta as well if there is a darker shade that I want available, because I really do love the formula of these. Let me go ahead and put on something on my lips and tell you guys my final thoughts. Okay, I went ahead and put on the Natasha Denona lip liner in the color Ilona and my Refresh Rose Collagen Lip Bath from Charlotte Tilbury, and I really like the way that came out. One more thing before I jump into the final thoughts. Jaclyn now announced a lip collection. She's coming out with lip liners and liquid lipsticks. I would love to know if you guys want me to get my hands on that and review it for you. If you guys are interested, I will get them. I was definitely thinking about maybe some lip liners, but I'm not sure about the liquid lipsticks because I am just not into liquid lipsticks lately. But if you guys want me to try them, I will, so just let me know down in the comment section. Now, my final thoughts on her first launch of 2021, which are the single highlighters and the blush and bronzer duo. I honestly really loved everything that I tried. The packaging on this bronzer and blush duo is like amazing. I really love the way that this is packaged. It's easy to use, it's nice and sturdy, and the formula of these is also really nice. The bronzer, like you saw, blended out very beautifully. Again, I did have to build it up because the shade was just a little bit too light for me, but besides that, I have no complaints, and that was probably my own fault. And then the blush was also really nice. I haven't seen reviews on the collection because I always like to save my thoughts for my own first impressions, but my coworker Peyton did tell me that she had seen people say that the blushes weren't super pigmented. Honestly, I don't love super pigmented blushes, so when I put this one on, I thought it was just the right amount of pigment for me. I have no complaints about that either. As far as the highlighters, I did like them all, but I do have my favorites. My number one favorite, I think, is actually the one that I thought I was going to like the least, and that is the color Sparks. I really love the way that it looks right there on my forehead and my chin. I really thought that this was going to be like a little bit too yellow for me and that I wasn't going to be in love with it, but surprisingly, this is the one that I liked the most. The second one that I really loved was the color Mesmerized. This one also looked really nice. It's the one that I have on this cheekbone right over here. And I really love the tone of this one. And because it has that nice rose gold peachy pinky type of look, this is going to go with a lot of different looks. And the one that I like the least is the one that I thought I would like the most, which is the color Iced. And that is the one that I have right here on this cheekbone. Now, this is the most intense highlighter, so if you're into super intense highlighters, this might be the one that you go for and your favorite. However, I feel like the more intense or light that a highlighter is, the more it shows my texture, and I feel like right here it just does not look the best that it could look. I would definitely like it to show off my texture a little bit less, and I feel like the other two, because they are a little bit less bright, do a better job at that. So that is the reason why Iced is my least favorite, but again, it is the most intense one, so if you like an intense highlighter, this might be the one that you want to go for. I am so glad that I was finally able to try these products for you. If you guys got anything from this collection, please let me know down in the comment section what it was and if you are liking it so far or what your thoughts are on it. I personally really like the packaging. I think the price is fair and the formulas on all of these products are actually really nice. So I'm really impressed with what Jaclyn did with her line. I loved almost everything that I tried today. The only thing that I'm not obsessed with is this specific color highlighter, but that's just because I have texture skin and it's just not for me. The two other highlighters I tried, absolutely loved. The bronzer and blush duo, really like the formula of it. I want to get a darker shade so that I can have an even better experience with it, because the formulas are great. The colors I chose just might be a little bit too light for me. And they actually do look nice. I really like the way that things look right now, but I did have to build my bronzer quite a bit. These products are available now not only at the Jaclyn Hill website, but also at the Ulta website, which is really awesome. So I'm of course going to leave you links of everything down below, everything that I talked about and everything else that I am wearing on my face. So make sure you check out the links. Now, the first link in my description is going to be for a huge favor that I have to ask you. If you don't follow me on Instagram, you might not know, but I went ahead and applied to be part of the Sephora squad for 2021. So the first link in my description is actually going to be the link for you guys to leave testimonials for me. If you've ever learned anything from my channel, if you like my content, if you want to support me, I would really appreciate it if you guys went down to the first link in my description and filled out a testimonial for me. The Sephora squad, if you don't know, is basically a group of influencers that Sephora chooses to represent them, and they have a different squad every year, and it would be such an amazing opportunity for me to be part of that. So again, I would just really appreciate it if you guys went down to my description box, clicked on the first link and left me a little testimonial. Okay. With that said, I really hope that you guys liked today's video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're new here. My name is Patty and I would love it if you subscribed. Thank you all so much for watching this video. I love you all so much and I hope to see you back in the next one. Bye!